Chad Jackson with head coach Jeff Burkhammer before the men's basketball game this afternoon against Columbus State. And Coach Burkhammer, it's no secret when you play Columbus State, you know you got to defend the three.
Well, they're really hard to defend. They spread you out. They've got great shooters. They drive the ball on you and pitch. We'll have to do a really good job of getting back, matching quick, trying to get hands in their face, make it at least hard to shoot open shots, and then do a good job on the rebounds, because when they shoot long shots, you get long rebounds, and they're really good at running them down.
What are some differences that you've noticed from the first time you met Columbus State back in December to now when you're facing them here today?
Well, I think they're just playing with more confidence. They've won 8 in a row. Their shooters have no hesitation. They're ready to shoot the ball as soon as it hits their hands. And I just think they're playing very well coming in the stretch here.
One of the things that's been kind of the highlight of your teams this year has been a different leading scorer every night. Someone else always seems to step up. Talk a little bit about who maybe might step up today against Columbus State.
Well, I'll take anybody, Chad. We just need somebody to step up. Against Columbus, you have to make shots. They're going to play their zone some. You're going to get some open looks, but you got to make them because they're so good offensively. You got to continue to match them basket for basket. And hopefully Jamal will shoot the ball well today. Torrey Harris needs to shoot it well. Kevin Parker will get some looks. And we need to be able to attack inside some too. So hopefully Brian and Alex and Patrick and some of those guys down inside can get some baskets out of our offense and off the offensive boards.
Does the fact that they see the three so much in practice, every day, does that help them defensively against the three?
Well, I just think you got to know who their three-point shooters are, crowd them, and hope that they miss. You got to make sure that you're up to them. Make it tough shots. They make tough shots, and they make them. But we want to make sure they just don't get open looks, something we did not do very well at Columbus. They got way too many open threes, and that's going to be a big emphasis for today is to take away threes and give up no layups.
All right, good luck this afternoon, Coach. We'll be back with the tip-off, Armstrong Atlantic State against Columbus State.
Welcome, everyone, to Armstrong Atlantic State University Alumni Arena for today's Peach Belt Conference action between the visiting Columbus State Cougars and Armstrong Atlantic State University. I'm Eric Faulkner, and I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action today live on the internet. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. Good crowd on hand today for the Columbus State game, a traditional rival of Armstrong Atlantic, and we should have a good game on tap for you. Earlier in the women's game, Armstrong Atlantic defeated Columbus State 47-43, so Coach Roger Hodges' team gets a much-needed win in conference play and improves to 9-9 on the season. Tonight's action, Armstrong Atlantic comes into the game with a 13-4 overall record and a 7-3 record in the Peach Belt Conference. The Columbus State University Cougars coming to the game 14-4 and 8-1 in conference play. So a very integral tilt here for both teams that are up at the top of the standings in the Peach Belt. Armstrong Atlantic played Columbus State on December 3rd and lost 78-65 on the road. So looking to get back at the Cougars in their home court. And Coach Burkhammer, I'm sure, is preaching to his players tonight how important it is to win at home after dropping an at-home conference game against Augusta State on the 23rd by a score of 64-58. The game lost on the road on this past Wednesday, 66-49 at Clayton State. So this game very important, obviously, for Armstrong Atlantic. Columbus State coming into this game with a 5-game losing streak. They lost to USC Upstate 60-56 back on the 18th of January at North Georgia, 93-85. Lost at Columbus State, Augusta State, 54-47. And at Clayton State, 78-60. So we're moving right along for quite some time. lineups from tonight for the visitors of Columbus State. Senior forward for Columbus, Georgia, Will Davis. Also starting for Columbus State is a number 4, Ron Robinson, a 5'10 junior from Mobile, Alabama. Also starting is a sophomore guard, a 5'11 sophomore from Balua, Alabama, Forrest Cortis. Also starting his numbers is a senior, 6'5 6'5 senior forward from Dothan, Alabama, Nathan Patterson. And also starting for Columbus State is Ransom Antoine, a 6'4 senior from Lafayette, Louisiana. Starting for Armstrong Atlantic tonight is a number 3, Torrey Harris, a 6'3 junior from Lakeland, Florida. William Kane, a 5'11 sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Alex Carter, 6'4 senior from Miami, Florida. Patrick Sanu, a 6'6 sophomore from Burkina Faso. And Brian Taylor, a 6'8 junior from Timmonsville, South Carolina. Ready for the tip, and it's won by Armstrong Atlantic. And the ball given off to William Kane, who will get the Pirates into their offense. And a foul right off the bat, only 9 seconds into the game on Columbus State. And that foul on Will Davis, his first. Ball out in the perimeter, outside to Kane, looking to penetrate. Plays the ball down inside to Taylor. Taylor turns and shoots. That's off the rim, gets his own rebound. And played back out to Kane. Shot from the outside by number 3, Torrey Harris. And we have a traveling call on Armstrong in Atlanta, so it'll be inbounded underneath the basket by Columbus State. Ball inbounds number 4, Ron Robinson brings it up the court. And got called for a double dribble there. So early on, a little sloppy in the get-go here in the first 45 seconds of this match. Kane brings the ball up off the court, passes it to the right side over to Torrey Harris. Harris has the ball on the top of the three-point line, and back out past Kane to the right side. Ball's played over to number 44, Brian Taylor, and back out to Kane. There's a little turnaround jumper by Pirates, short rebound, fighting for both teams. And Columbus State comes up with it and presses the ball off the court. It's played inside, number 20 for Columbus State. That's Nathan Patterson. He gets fouled on his way to the basket. And that foul is on Alex Carter, his first, so we'll be shooting 2. State's Nathan Patterson at the line. Patterson is a senior from Dothan, Alabama. He misses the first one of the 2 shots, and he hits the second one. And Columbus takes an early 1-0 lead. William Kane, being pressed by Columbus, breaks it, plays it outside to number 24, Alex Carter. Carter brings it around the left side, back out to Kane at the top of the three-point circle. Dumps the ball back inside to Brian Taylor. Taylor's shot misses. And Columbus State pushes the ball up the court. Corey Portis passes it over. Long three-pointer by Columbus State by number 4, Ron Robinson. He misses. And back the other way. And another three-point shot right there by Torrey Harris. Harris misses. Armstrong Atlantic's Patrick Sanu gets the rebound, but also picks up a foul in the process, and he picks up his first. So that'll be the second foul here on the homestanding Armstrong Atlantic State Pirates. Ball played out to the left side at the top of the three-point arc. Penetration by number 10, Corey Portis. And Portis is fouled. That foul's going to be on Patrick Sanu, I believe. And that's his second. That's 3 fouls on the Pirates. And that puts Corey Portis on the line, 5'11" sophomore from Balua, Alabama. So our score here early, 17:50 left here in the first period, is Columbus State 3, Armstrong Atlantic 0. Armstrong will inbound for the ball from underneath their own basket, and William Kane pushes the ball up the court. That ball played out by Kane outside of Galloway. His 3-point misses, and Columbus State going back the other way. And a quick transition to Columbus State, got an easy layup miss there. And Kane brings the ball up for Armstrong Atlantic. So both teams pushing the tempo here early in this game. Torrey Harris has the ball. There's a long-range shot by Jamal Galloway from 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Alex Carter. Up and in. So the Pirates finally on the board at 17-13. They cut the lead to 1 with the Columbus lead on 3-2. Three-point shot by number 24, Columbus State's Ranson Antoine, and makes this lead 6-2. Hit that one from the top of the arc as Kane brings it up. Underneath the basket and put it back by Brian Taylor. So now it's a 2-point Columbus State lead of 6-4, 16:32 left. There's a 3-pointer by Columbus State, and he hits it. So Columbus State's knocked down a pair of threes here, and score is now 9-4 in favor of the visiting team. William Kane pump fakes from the outside, plays it back down to Brian Taylor. Taylor misses inside, can't get his own rebound, and there's a fight for the ball. We have a foul. Foul called on Armstrong Atlantic, number 40. So excuse me, I corrected there. Alex Carter, number 24, his second. And the ball is brought up the court by Ron Robinson. 5'10" guard from Mobile, Alabama. Columbus State leading 9-4 here with 15:57 left in the first period. And number 1 for Columbus State, Will Davis pulls up and hits a jumper for 2, and now the lead is stretched to 11-4, so the Pirates getting themselves a little bit of a hole here early at home. Here's a nice shot by Brian Taylor inside the lane. Columbus State pushes it up quick. Another 3-pointer by Corey Portis. So Columbus really filling it up from the outside of the 3-point arc, and increasing their lead to 14-6. Rebound by number 10. Of course, Portis, he's hit from long. Another 3-pointer, and Portis has some fire here early. And Jeff Burkhammer said, "Sit it up." Of course, Portis, and he calls a timeout. And now it's 17-6 with 15:09. So Columbus State really coming out on fire from the 3-point range and getting up early here in front of the home crowd here at Armstrong Atlantic. Pivotal match here in the Peach Belt, and especially looking at the region rankings that came out this past week. Virginia Union is ranked number 1 in the latest South Atlantic region rankings, NCAA rankings that came out Wednesday, with a 13-1 record and 10-1. But Armstrong Atlantic right there behind them, sitting at number 2 at 12-4, 10-3 in the region. A couple other Peachball team at USC Upstate in third place, 11-4 record. Georgia College in fourth place, with 10-5, and Columbus State, who's here today, in fifth place, currently 12-4 overall, 8-3 in the region. The story so far in this game, at least early, has been the three-point sharpshooter Forrest Hornets, who is really came out here and drained a few threes and got Armstrong Atlantic Pirates in a little bit of a hole here. So it's back into play after the timeout, 17-6, 15:05 left here in the first period as Kane brings the ball over half court. Outside, it's back out to Jamal Galloway. Galloway has it on the left side and it's back out to Kane. Kane plays it back out to Jamal Galloway. Outside on the right side of the three-point arc is Torrey Harris. And dribbles penetration backside. 45, number 45. Nick Greenhoff is a three, just coming in the game after the timeout. So 17-9. And now Greenhoff on the other end picks up a rebound, plays it off to Kane, and Kane will bring it over half court. Kane slows it up back to Greenhoff. Over to Torrey Harris, has on the right side, and top of the three-point arc, and there's a long three-pointer by Jamal Galloway off the mark, and Columbus State pulls down the rebound. Ball brought up the court by Ron Robinson. Robinson stops, he plays it over to Portis. There's a turnover for Columbus State, so Kane now will push it up the court. And Armstrong Atlantic looks to get into the offense. Kane on the right side of the three-point arc, and the ball swung around to the other side of Jamal Galloway. Back out to Kane for three-point. So Armstrong now heating up from three-point land after two consecutive. Blumhoff and Kane each hitting a three each to cut the lead here to 5, 17-12, with 13:27 here left in the first half. Glad you could join us today here live on the internet as Armstrong Atlantic here in the Big 12 Conference tilt with visiting Columbus State. Foul called right there on Columbus State. It'll be team's fifth foul, and that foul called on William Kane. That's his first. And that will put Ron Robinson to the line. So far, the story has been, at least for Columbus State, it's been Forrest Portis, who has 8 points. He's 2 from 2 from three-point range and also hit 2 from the stripe. And he leads all scorers with 8. But the leading scorer for Armstrong Atlantic is Brian Taylor. He has 4 points. He's 2 for 4 on the floor. Kane presses the ball up on the left side. It's played over for Torrey Harris. Harris stops and pivots. Ball back out to Jamal Galloway. Galloway pulls up and hits just off the rim, and Columbus State goes the other way as Portis brings it up the left side of the court. Plays it outside, number 21 for Columbus, dribbles and penetrates to Justin Wilson, and he kicks it back outside. Ball now back out top and rotating around Ron Robinson. And he will reset the offense. 16 on the shot clock. And we have a double dribble call on Columbus State. So 19-12, 12:42 left. Columbus got on a little bit of an early run, and Armstrong Atlantic slowly crawling its way back into this one, and now down a deficit of 7 points. Kane slowly brings the ball up the court, approaches about the midway. And looks plays it out wide here to Galloway. Galloway holding the ball, looking to play inside. Gets it inside to Torrey Harris. Harris nowhere to go inside. The ball is played inside to Darwin Masamba. And Masamba was fouled. And that will be the second foul on Columbus State. That's foul on number 55, Jeff Tarver. That's his first. Coming in the game for Armstrong Atlantic is number 12, David Lopez. Lopez is a 6'3" junior forward from Tucson, Arizona, transferred in from Phoenix College. But it's his first of his 2 free throws, and now it's 19-13 with 12-18 left here in the first period. And Taylor will check back in, and Blumhoff will check out. And it's on the second one off the rim, rebounded by Columbus State. Columbus will try to get set into their offense. Ball brought up the court by Rostam Antoine. Antoine plays it over to Jeff Tarver, and Tarver picks up his dribble and plays it over to Ron Robinson. Guarded by Kane. Robinson shoots and off the mark. Rebound Columbus State though. Rostam Antoine getting up there, getting the board, and Columbus will get a new shot clock. There's a shot from Columbus State. Poked away, and it's going to be Armstrong Atlantic's ball. So good defensive play there by Armstrong, forcing a couple shots that didn't hit, and so now we'll go back the other way as Masamba will inbounds the ball to William Payne, who's running over half court, and Payne will run the Armstrong Atlantic offense. Lopez dribble penetrates, kicks it outside to Jamal Galloway, in and out for a three-pointer, gets his own rebound, good hustle by Galloway. And Lopez now has it, and he'll play it out to Kane. So Kane will reset. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball's played in with Ryan Taylor. Taylor pumps, he shoots, fadeaway jumper, it's good. And Ryan Taylor now has 6 points on the game, and now it's 19-15, so a 4-point game as Armstrong Atlantic having a little bit of run here. Going strong to the basket for Columbus. It's Jeff Tarver, but can't fall, and Kane pushes it up the other way. At the top of the three-point arc, he pulls up, plays it Lopez, skips it back over to Galloway. Ball dropped in, Galloway's three-point shot. 19-18, and just like that, Armstrong Atlantic has cut the lead to 1. 10:37 left. Here in the Peach Belt Conference game here in Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University, visiting Cougars at Columbus State and your ASU Pirates. There's a shot by Columbus State from the right side on number 55, Jeff Tarver, and that'll push the lead to 22-18. And we have a foul called off the ball on Armstrong Atlantic. See if I can pick up the number here. That was on Ryan Taylor. His first, Armstrong's sixth foul. And now underneath the basket, Columbus State inbounds the ball. Robinson gets guarded by Kevin Parker. Robinson penetrates, pulls up over Parker, hits for two. Now, just like that, it's back to 24-18 on the 10 minutes remaining as the ball's pushed up the court by Kevin Parker. Parker plays it over to Masamba, who picks up this dribble and now plays it to Galloway. Galloway dribbles to the top of the 3-point arc, plays it back out to Kevin Parker. Ball played inside, and there's a foul. As ball was played inside to Brian Taylor, and he was fouled by number 55, Jeff Tarver, who will pick up his second. Now the Columbus State's third foul. We are timeout on the fourth. Our score here, 24-18, Columbus State leading Armstrong Atlantic State University. So kind of started off early. Columbus State got off to a quick lead. A couple of three-pointers by the hot hand at the moment was Corus Hornets, who hit a couple of threes early as Columbus State built a really commanding lead early, and Armstrong has kind of clawed its way back to eventually cut the lead down to 1, and now it stands back to 6 points. So every time Armstrong has been able to get a little close, Columbus State's pulled away. Right now, leading scorers for Armstrong Atlantic, Ryan Taylor with 6 points, and a couple of Pirates with 3 apiece. Jamal Galloway with 3, William Kane with 3, and Nick Ruhoff with 3 points. Leading score right now is still Portis for Columbus State with 8, with Ransom Antoine with 6 points. Look at the Peaches' schedule after this afternoon's matchup. Armstrong Atlantic will be on the road at Augusta State. So a quick turnaround, playing and losing at home 64-58. On January 23rd, they'll be at Augusta State for 7:30 p.m. till February 1st. And they're back home here at Alumni Arena against USC Aiken February 4th as we get into the latter parts of the Peach Belt Conference schedule. Ball inbound by Armstrong. Outside to Jamal Galloway, picks up his dribble and plays it back outside to Kevin Parker. Parker at the top of the three-point arc, plays it back to Galloway, trying to get it inside. And they do so to Masamba. And traveling violation there on Masamba. So Columbus State inbounds the ball and brought up by Portis, and he plays it out to the left side of the three-point arc to number 24, Ransom Antoine. Antoine dribbles across the court. Ball now played out to Sean Miller. And Miller, we're going to change of possession. We got a foul on Columbus State, and that's going to be on Justin Wilson. His first, Columbus State's fourth, so Kevin Parker pushes the ball up the court. He's just left in the three-point arc now at the center of the court. Ball is played to Jamal Galloway, who plays it over to Lopez. Lopez with the ball again, tries the dribble, can't do it. Good defense by Columbus State. 14 on the shot clock. Kevin Parker with the ball, outside to Galloway for 3. Up the lead in 3 points, 24-21. 8:32 left here in the first half. And a little scramble on the floor for the ball, and Armstrong Atlantic picks it up. And Galloway picks up the ball and plays it over. Now on the outside flank is Masamba. And now back to Kevin Parker. Parker has the ball, plays it over to Galloway. 17 on the shot clock, played inside to Taylor. Taylor dribble penetrates, can't hit. And Columbus State pushes it back up the other way. Ball now played down low in the post, kicked back out at the top. Fake three-pointer, pulls up. Columbus State can't hit. That was number 21, Justin Wilson, hitting iron, but can't get a friendly bounce, and Armstrong Atlantic pulls down the rebound. Kevin Parker pulls up for 3, can't hit. And Columbus State gets the rebound and pushes the ball off the court. Here comes Portis going coast to coast. He dribble penetrates. And we have some contact there. I think it's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, on Portis. Portis took the ball off the rebound, pushed it up the court, and dribble penetrated the lane and picked up an offensive foul. So that'll be Columbus State's 5th foul. And Armstrong Atlantic will inbounds the ball. One weaker basket to be brought up by Kevin Parker. 24-21, 7:22 left here at Alumni Arena, Savannah, Georgia. There's a long-range 3 by Jamal Galloway. So Armstrong really starting to take some three-pointers against both teams. Right now, shooting a little over 36% from the three-point range of 4 or 11. And we have a foul called on Armstrong after the long 3 coming off the rebound. And that foul coming on David Lopez, his first. That'll be Armstrong's 5th foul. Coming into the game is Corey Harris. And leaving for Armstrong is Jamal Galloway. So Galloway getting a breather with 6 points, 2 from 6 in three-point range. And the first free throw is good by Sean Miller. coming in the game for Columbus State's number 4, Ron Robinson, leaving his number 24, Ransom Antoine. He getting a spell. And the second free throw is no good. Armstrong pulls down the rebound. Kevin Parker pushes the ball up the court, plays it over to Torrey Harris. Lopez at the top of the 3. Ball back out to Brian Taylor. Taylor plays it out to Masamba. And Masamba's 3 misses. Columbus State pulls up. Hot hand Portis hits another 3. So obviously Coach Borkhammer is going to have to do something about Mr. Portis. As he now has I believe 11 points. 28-21 on the State. On the State shot in and out by Will Davis, rebound by Armstrong Atlantic. Kevin Parker brings the ball up the court, playing over to Lopez. Lopez dribbles back towards the middle on top of the three-point arc, pulls up, plays it over to Kevin Parker. Ball's played inside now to Taylor. Taylor trying to fight for position, plays it back out to Kevin Parker, 15 on the shot clock. Lopez dishes it inside. And back out to Lopez for 3. So David Lopez makes the 3, cuts the lead to 4, 28-24 in favor of the Cougars. Nick Blumhoff is up at the line, ready to check in for the Pirates. Portis again, in and out. That one does not fall for Portis, and rebound by Armstrong Atlantic. Brian Taylor tries to pull up a 3. That one not falling. And Portis brings the ball up the court. Wide open three-point range from Columbus State. Hits nothing at the backboard. Now we're pushing it out the other way. Brian Taylor with the ball. Plays it over to Kevin Parker. Parker on the dribble. Pulls up. Tries to bounce it down inside to Taylor. Taylor posting up on Will Davis. And now wants for the ball, we have a jump ball. Possession now will go in favor of Columbus State. So Columbus will get the ball on the possession. And Blumhoff now enters the game for Brian Taylor. 28-24, 4:41 here left in the first period. This game is from Armstrong Atlantic and Columbus State University. Ball brought up over the court by Ron Robinson, brings it off to the left side. Now Robinson dribbles to the right side, plays it over to number 10, Portis, who turns and shoots a 3. It's short. And we're going to have a foul on the Pirates. I believe this one's going to be on Nick Blumhoff, the 6'10 sophomore from the Netherlands, his first, and that will put Jeff Tarver to the line, shooting push 1-1-1, he makes it. It's 29-24 now. Takes his second, and it's no good. Blumhoff pulls off the rebound, and the ball outletted to Kevin Parker. Parker plays with Lopez. Lopez drives the court, and we are going to have a foul on David Lopez. Offensive foul called there. So Columbus State inbound the ball from underneath their own basket. Ball brought up the court by Ron Robinson. Walks it up, crosses the half court line, plays it out to Portis. Portis plays it out to Tarver. And Jeff Tarver hits it from three-point range, 32-24. So just when Armstrong Atlantic cut the lead, Columbus State brings it back out and pulls away a little bit here late in the first quarter. Ball played into the Samba, and he banks it in. So 32-26, Portis brings it back the other way quickly. Quick transition for the Cougars. And we'll have a foul as Renzo Antoine dribbled, penetrated the lane and was fouled. And that one would be on Armstrong Atlantic's Masamba, I believe. And that will be his first, the team's 10th. 3:38 left. Renzo Antoine on the line hits the first one. Second free throw off the front of the rim, rebound by Troy Harris, pushes it up the court, over to Kevin Parker. Parker guarded by Ron Robinson. Parker spins away. Robinson tight on him, plays it in the blue off, and he loses the ball. Columbus State's going the other way, and Ron Robinson was penetrating, and reaching in from behind was Troy Harris, and he'll pick up the foul. And that's Harris's first. And Columbus State will be back on the line, shooting 2. Second free throw attempt is good by Robinson. He now has 5 points on the evening. Lopez plays over half court line. Plays it out to Troy Harris. Back out to Lopez and drains a 3. Lopez with a hot hand from 3-point range now. Cuts the lead at 35-29, under 3 minutes left. State shot bounces in and out. Rebound by Masala. And ball now pushed up the court by Kevin Parker. Back to Troy Harris. Dribble penetrates. Can't hit it. Lopez gets the rebound. So they're walking the offensive line by Lopez. And not getting under shot clock. 2:28 left. 35-29. Armstrong Atlantic trailing Columbus State. Ball down on the post of Rudolph. Plays it back out to Kevin Parker, and he hits the 3, so cuts the lead to 4 with 2:10, 35-31. And Columbus State turns the ball over. Carver just throws it out of bounds. And we'll have a substitution for Columbus State as Quay Holloway, 5'9" junior from Alabama, will enter the game. So the ball is inbounded by Masaba. Over to Kevin Parker, brings the ball up over half court, guarded by Holloway, who just entered the game. Lopez has the ball. He's been hit a couple of threes early in this half. Brian Taylor basically now tries to hit it, and sure does. Luckily, the ones of Brian Taylor hits one of the three. Just like that, Armstrong Atlantic has cut the lead to 1. We're going to have a foul call here after hitting a 3-pointer on Joey Masamba. And obviously, as you can probably hear from the crowd in the background, not too happy with the referees yet. Carver hits his first. And hits the second. So 37-34, 1:37 left. Masaba has the ball and he plays it over to Kevin Parker, who is fouled. So Lopez will come out of the game, and coming back in is Jamal Galloway, and a good hand for Lopez, who really ignited the offense for Armstrong Atlantic there late here in the first half. Armstrong with the ball, swings it around the top of the three-point arc. Kevin Parker at the three, long line at 37 with just about 1 minute in. So Armstrong, the lineup is all the way back in this one. Long three-pointer by Florida State, no good, but the rebound, Florida's from three. No good, rebound, Armstrong, the lineup to take the lead on this possession. Troy Harris plays it over the outside to Kevin Parker. Parker looks at William Hall, swings it around to the left side of the three-point arc. Back up top to going to Samba. The Samba to William And now a turnover by Armstrong. So with 37 seconds left, Columbus State going back the other way. Portis tries the basket, can't hit. A little collision there underneath the basket by Armstrong, but they safely secure the ball and they push the ball up the other court. Shot clock's at 27. The game clock's at less than 23, so Armstrong maybe looking here for the last possession. Ball being held at just at the top of the middle on the three-point arc by Troy Harris. 6 seconds on the shot. Joe penetrates shot, hits it. Armstrong takes the lead. Portis from half court, no good. So Armstrong and Hall are going to halftime with a 39-37 lead after trailing the majority of the first half. A great push in the last 5 minutes or so to cut the lead down, and then pushing up by 2 here, 39-37 over Columbus State. So at halftime, our score is Armstrong and Atlantic 39-37. We'll be back and bring you the second half in just a little bit. You're listening to Armstrong Athletics on the Armstrong Athletics site website. Welcome back, everyone, to the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University at Alumni Arena for the second half of today's Peach Belt Conference game, with the Armstrong Atlantic Pirates leading Columbus State 39-37. Columbus State went out to an early lead in this game, and then Armstrong came storming back, largely on the play of David Lopez, who was a spark off the bench for Coach Jeff Brookhammer's Pirates. Lopez was 2 for 2 from three-point range and really helped get the Pirates back into this game. From the first half stats, Brian Taylor leads Armstrong Atlantic actually several players with 6 points, 6 points each. Taylor with 6 points, Jamal Galloway with 6 points, David Lopez with 6 points, and Darla Masamba with 6 points. Forrest Portis leads all scorers with 11 points, with Ransom Antoine with 7, and Jeff Tarver with 9. First half from field goal percentage for Columbus State, shot 37.5% from the field, 43.8% from three-point line, and shots 75% from the free-throw line, hitting 12 of 16. The Pirates shot a little over 44% for field goals, 44% for three-point range, 8 of 18, and only got to the line twice, hitting 50%, so 1 for 2 from the line. So Columbus State was 12 of 16 from the free-throw line, while Armstrong only got to the foul stripe twice in the first half. So it should be an exciting second half of action with the score 39-37 in favor of the Pirates as both teams take to the court for the second half. Ball's going to be inbounded by Armstrong Atlantic, and David Lopez will inbounds the ball for the start of the second half. And he plays it to Kevin Parker, who brings it up over half court. Ball swung out to Troy Harris. Harris dribbles across the middle of the court, being guarded by Forrest. Plays the ball over to Alex Carter. Back to Harris. Harris plays it back to Carter. Carter played away. 41-37 Pirates. Ball brought the court by number 4, Ron Robinson. Robinson plays it over to Will Davis, who gets it to Portis. Now down inside to number 20, Nathan Patterson, who drives the lane and scores 2. 41-39. Lopez has the ball, left side of the three-point arc. Picks up his dribble, looks for 3. Off the back of the rim. And the rebound won by the Cougars. Ball pushed up the court by Robinson. Robinson dribbles, penetrates, takes it, and scores. Pirates defense there sleeping a little bit, and Robinson took advantage. So we're off tied at 41, 18:47 left in the second half. Lopez has the ball, puts it down inside to Brian Taylor. Taylor backs his way in, puts up a shot. It's blocked by Columbus State, and rebound picked up by Columbus State, and Ron Robinson will bring the ball off the court. Guarded closely by Kevin Parker, skips it out to the other side, number 20, Nathan Patterson, back to Portis. Portis pulls up from 3, hits it, and Portis is liking the shooting environment of Alumni Arena this afternoon, as he has drained another 3-pointer to put the Cougars up 44-41. Lopez has the ball, sets it outside to Kevin Parker, plays it over to Troy Harris, back to Lopez, bounces it inside now to Brian Taylor, who backs his way in, and looks like he's going to have a foul call on Will Davis. Taylor backing into the low post, and Davis picks up a foul. And that will be Davis' second, so I'll send Taylor to the line. Taylor, a junior from Timmonsville, South Carolina. Shoots the first of 2 and hits that one off the front of the rim. No good. He'll look to pick up his second as the Pirates trail by 3. 17:51 left in this Second half, Taylor's second shot rattles around but doesn't fall. Columbus State floats up the rebound and pushes it up court. Portis plays it over to Ron Robinson. Robinson gets it to Nathan Patterson. Ball's banged inside. Columbus kicks it back out. Three-pointer falling away by Ransom Antoine. No good. Armstrong will go the other way. Lopez looks to shoot three, pulls up, decides not to, plays it back out to Torrey Harris, who bounces it down into Brian Taylor. Taylor with a little jump hook. 44-43. Cougars lead cut to one. Columbus State shot rattle off the outside, chased down by Armstrong and Atlantic, and it couldn't hang on the outstretched arms of Torrey Harris, so Columbus will get the ball on a new shot clock, and that ball will be inbounded right in front of the bench here. And no one for Columbus State inbounding the ball, and finally Ron Robinson says, "I'll do it." And he'll look the inbounds here to get the play restarted. Ball's played into Ransom Antoine. Antoine dribbles to the middle of court, guarded by Lopez. Tries to look to beat on the dribble. Dribble penetrate. Blumhoff comes over to help. Good defending there by Armstrong and Atlantic, and they'll go back the other way after the rebound. Kevin Parker wins the ball, plays it over to Torrey Harris. Harris tries to get inside. Lopez back into and Armstrong Atlantic, just like that, takes the lead, 45-44. 16:23 left here. Swings around the perimeter of Portis again, can't hit. Rebound fought. Up for and one by Armstrong Atlantic, pushes it up the court quickly, dribbles the lane out to Blumhoff, and rebound. 47-44 Armstrong Atlantic. Robinson with the ball, guarded by Kevin Parker. Parker shifts over to his left. Now into Portis. Portis dribbles the lane and will pick up foul on Armstrong Atlantic as Portis tried to dribble through some traffic. And Alex Carter will pick up his third foul as Portis tried to dribble penetrate the lane and Carter called for the reach-in. Inbounds pass will come underneath the basket by Columbus State. And now Portis has the ball, plays it over to Jeff Tarver. Tarver dribbles and penetrates, but travels on his way to the basket, so they'll turn over for Columbus State, and Armstrong Atlantic will inbounds the ball as Kevin Parker brings the ball up quickly right in front of our bench here. Out to Lopez. Lopez has the ball, dribbles to his left, bounces inside to Alex Carter. Carter curves, can't get. Rebound going back the other way as Columbus State pushes the ball up the court quickly. Out to Portis for three. And the foul, and he may be shooting three. And that foul would be on Nick Blumhoff, his second foul, and I believe Portis is going to get free throws here. He was fouled in the act of shooting a three-pointer, and Portis likes to shoot the three, obviously. As soon as he gets the ball, he's open. He's put it up. And he is 4 of 6 from three-point range with 14 points. Third free throw, and he hits it. So 47-46, Armstrong Atlantic up by 1, 15:08 left here in the second half. Brings the ball off the court. Here's Kevin Parker. Parker guarded tightly by Robinson. Now it's played over to Lopez, and the referee calls a split on the line, so there's a turnover for the Pirates, and Columbus State bring down the ball as Portis plays it into Robinson, and he'll bring it up to the court, guarded by Kevin Parker. The ball's in the hands of Jeff Tarver. Tarver plays it out for the three-point shot taken by Ransom Antoine, and Antoine hits it, so it's 48-47. Columbus State takes the lead, so seesaw battle back and forth between these two Peachbelt Conference foes. Johnny Masamba was looking to penetrate three. Gets it out to Kevin Parker, who drains the three. 50-48 now, inside 14:30 here in the second half. Ball to Portis, he kicks it over to Tarver. Tarver pulls up, shoots off the front of the rim, brought down by Lopez, and he'll look to try to get it out. And that'll be brought up by Kevin Parker. Parker pulls up for three. It's off the back of the rim, and Columbus State now will pull down that rebound. The Pirates are up by 2, 13:53. Ransom Antoine trying to penetrate, loses the ball, it's taken by the Pirates. Off the court quickly by Corey Hollis, but his little short jumper will not fall, and Columbus State gets the rebound and brings the ball up the other way. And we are going to have a charge on Columbus State. David Lopez doing a good job of getting himself over in his feet set and picking up the charge. So we have a timeout on the court with a score of 50-48 in favor of Armstrong Atlantic State Pirates. In a game where early on Columbus State opened up a fairly large lead early in the first half, and slowly but surely Armstrong Atlantic was able to crawl back in it and eventually take the lead heading into the half at 39-37. And it's been a fairly evenly contested second half. With the score right now, Armstrong 50, Columbus State 48. Coach Jeff Brookhammer's club trying to get a win at home after dropping 2 straight, one at home last Monday night against Augusta State, and then losing on the road to Clayton State. So this is a much-needed conference win for the number 2 team in the region, Armstrong Atlantic State Pirates. The story tonight for Columbus State has been the sharpshooting Portis with 16 points. As Portis is 4 of 6 from 3-point range, 4 of 8 from the field, so he likes to shoot from downtown and has been fairly successful tonight doing so. So obviously, Coach Booker will probably telling his men at the timeout there that let's try to get a hand in Portis' face and make those a little bit more contested from 3-point range. Darlene Masamba will inbounds the ball from underneath the Armstrong basket, and he plays it into Kevin Parker, and Parker slowly dribbles up the court. He'll be guarded by Robinson, and now Parker pulls up and plays it over to Jamal Galloway. Galloway skips it over to Masamba, and now it's played out outside to Patrick Sanu, and that's a three-pointer by Jamal Galloway. So Armstrong shooting well from 3-point range. The lead now 53-48. With 13 minutes left here in the second half. And there's a quick basket by Columbus State, and that ball will be inbounded and brought up the court by Lopez, who plays it over to Kevin Parker to the left side. Guarded. Ball is played down into Patrick Sanu. Columbus State gets called for the foul. That would be Justin Wilson. That's his second. And the ball's now inbounded by the Pirates. Well from 3 points. And most of the season, if they shot well from 3-point land, they've been very successful. So today, no different so far. Shooting well from three-point range. A little over 45% from the three-point arc, and up now with a 6-point lead, 56-50. Draws another charge. So doing a great job, hard working on the defensive end, getting themselves in position to draw a second consecutive charge. And the Pirates will inbounds the ball here with 12 here left in the second half. Ball's brought up by Kevin Parker. Parker being guarded by Robinson. Ball now played over to Jamal Galloway. Galloway back to Kevin Parker. Parker plays a kind of a lob pass inside, was not handled, almost stolen by Columbus State, but will be Armstrong's ball right in front of the Armstrong home bench, as we'll have a substitution for Columbus State. Sean Miller will come into the game for Ransom Antoine. Jamal Galloway leading the Pirates with 12 points. Brian Taylor with 8. Of course, Portis with 16 for Columbus State. And Ron Robinson, who's pitched in 10. Hard foul right there on Jamal Galloway in the act of shooting a 3. So a pretty good opportunity here for Armstrong Atlantic to stretch their lead at the foul line. Up by 6 on a little under 12 minutes left to play. So Galloway will shoot his first one. And that one rolls off the iron. Got to take advantage of your free throws in a tightly contested game. So he'll look to hit his second. And he does so. He'll take his third and final one after getting fouled in the act of shooting off a three-pointer. Galloway makes 2 of 3, and now it's an 8-point Pirate lead as Portis brings the ball over the court quickly, penetrates the lane, and he will be fouled. And that foul will be called on Jamal Galloway. That will be his first foul. That'll be Armstrong Atlantic's third. Columbus State has 5 fouls so far, and that brings Portis to the line. And Portis rattles it in, and now he is 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and he'll shoot his second. So 58-52, ball brought up the court by Armstrong Atlantic. Kevin Parker guarded by Robinson. They've been matched up pretty much all night long. Ball played over to Lopez. Lopez dribbles, penetrates, picks up his dribble at the top of the key. Ball knocked away. He regains it. Now he plays it over to Masamba. Masamba kicks it over to Jamal Galloway, who's 3-pointers off the rim. It's fought down by Columbus State. Portis goes right to the basket as he's been doing all night. Misses, but capped back in by Jeff Tarver. So lead now quickly cut to 3 points, 58-55. Ball played over to Lopez, getting a lot of minutes for David Lopez. He's had a hot hand for Armstrong. And there's the shot by Patrick Sanu, and Sanu's shot is no good. So Armstrong has been a little bit cold the last few trips up the floor. And Robinson pulls up and hits it too, so now 58-56. And Jeff Brookhammer does not like the squeeze, and he calls a timeout. So 58-56, 10:35 left here in the second half. In this Peach Belt Conference game with lots of meetings for both teams, as Armstrong Atlanta trying to end a 2-game skid, and Columbus State looking to come in here and get a win on the road, which is always a great thing in conference play. The old adage as a coach, you need to win your home games, and obviously anytime you can come into the visitors' in and take one, he will go away happy. But right now, Columbus State is trailing by 2, 58-56. And this game has been pretty close as both teams have opened up a little bit of a lead, but the other one not going away and has been able to kind of close the gap. So this last 10 minutes or so should be pretty exciting. As Armstrong will look to and bounce the ball in front of the scorer's table as William Kane is back in the game, and Kane will the ball, plays it over to Lopez. Lopez at the top of the arc, kicks it outside. The ball Galloway, who nails down another three, so the Pirates have been heating it up, shooting over 47% for both three-point range and from the field. And I have a turnover by Columbus State, so 61-56, 10:09 left, and the ball inbounded by Dolly Masamba, and now brought up the floor by William Kane. Kane handles the ball, guarded by Robinson. Kane gets stripped by Robinson. Good piece of defending by Robinson. He'll go in for the layup, uncontested, lays it in, and that'll make it 61-58. Nice crowd on hand today for this afternoon's game between these two teams, and traditionally considered a rival of each other from Columbus, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia, across the state. Taken inside by Masamba, and he is fouled. That foul will be picked up by number 20, Nathan Patterson, his second, and that'll be Columbus' sixth foul. And Coach Herbert Green calls a timeout with 9:32 left. Score 61-58. Leading all scorers right now is Portis with 18 points. Ron Robinson has 14 for the Cougars. While on the other side of the ball, Jamal Galloway has 17 points, and he is the only Armstrong Atlantic State Pirate to be in double figures. Kevin Parker has added 8 points, and so has Brian Taylor. But the hot hands on both sides of the ball have been Jamal Galloway, and who is 5'11" from three-point range. Matter of fact, all his shots have come from three-point range, all of his 17 points. He's also 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And Corus Portis, who is 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 9 from the field, 6 of 7 from the free throw line with 18. Turnovers even with both teams with 12 apiece, both teams with 3 steals. And the score indicates a pretty tightly contested match at 61-58. Charlie Masamba will be at the line. He'll be trying to add to the Armstrong lead. His first free throw will go off the back of the iron and bounce away. So Masamba will now get prepared to take his second. And his second is good. So now 62-58, 9:32 left. Ball brought up the court by Jesse Eddy, who gets it in the hands of Nathan Patterson. Back to Eddy. Eddy looks for three-point. That one way off the mark, but rebounded offensively by Columbus State. That's over to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Kane. Robinson shot off the back of the rim, and that ball is pulled down by Masamba, and I believe they're going to say his foot was on the line, so it'll still be Columbus State's ball. Ball will be inbounded underneath the basket. And Columbus State gets into their offense. Portis brings the ball into the lane. The dribble penetrates and is fouled by, I believe, Jamal Galloway. And that's Galloway's second. That will send Portis to the line. Portis is 6 of 7 from the free throw stripe. Looking to cut the lead. The 4-point lead by Armstrong Atlantic. In half if he can, and he hits the first one. his second attempt. That one rattles in. He has the shooter's touch tonight, and it's now 62-60 as William Kane brings the ball up the court. Robinson guarding him, Kane on the dribble. Picks up the dribble, dumps it down inside of Brian Taylor. Taylor tries to back it in. It's a little turn-away jumper off the rim, no good. Pulled down by Columbus State, going back the other way. Robinson pushing the tempo. Brings it back out now, guarded by Kane. Ball played over to Ransom Antoine, and he hits it, so now the game's tied up, 62-62. 8:27 left. Ball played down Brian Taylor. He works it inside, and he's fouled. Taylor, the ball was played in, worked it down on Davis, and tried to get the quick layup, but he was grabbed on the arm, and that will send Taylor to the line. And that foul will be on Will Davis. That'll be number 3 for Davis, and Taylor will try to hit one from the free throw line, and it rattles it in. So we give the Pirates 63-62 lead. 8:24 left. Here's the second free throw. It's no good. Rebound by Will Davis, and Portis will bring the ball up the court. Crosses half court. Plays it back out to Davis. Davis drops it off to Ransom Antoine. Ball back in Miller's hands. Miller looks and gets it back over to Antoine. Robinson tries to break free, gets the ball back over to Miller. Miller dribble penetrates the baseline, gets it back outside to Will Davis. Davis with a shot, no good. Rebound, Armstrong in Atlanta. Good work there on the boards by Jamal Galloway. And Kane will get the offense going with Armstrong nursing a 1-point lead with 7:43 left. Ball down inside to Brian Taylor, works his way inside, dishes it off to Masamba. And Masamba is fouled. So that will send Masamba to the line. And he'll be shooting too, so obviously want to take advantage down the stretch of the free throw opportunities that you're given to get some points on the board with the clock not running in a 1-point game. And Masamba gets the kind roll. He gets his first one. Entering the game for Columbus State's Nathan Patterson. As Masamba lines up his second. And he hits it. 65-62, one possession game. Armstrong Atlantic up by 3. There's Portis off the mark. Hasn't hit a 3 in a while. Has 20 points on the game, but now Kane brings up the other way for Armstrong. Armstrong strings it around. Back in the hands of William Kane. Kane dribbles to his left, knocks it down low to Brian Taylor. Taylor backs in. Nice move underneath the baseline. Can't get him to fall. Good work on Masamba. That one's rejected by Will Davis. And kept it in play. And Ransom Antoine brings the ball up the court for Columbus State. Kicks it outside. 3-point range for Columbus State. Off the mark. Rebound Armstrong Atlantic. And back safely in the hands of William Kane, who will slowly bring the ball up the court. Under 6:50 to play, 65-62. Armstrong Atlantic here ahead of Columbus State. Kane plays it over the outside to Galloway. Galloway dumps it inside of Taylor. We're trying to get the ball to Taylor and see if they can get some fouls. And so far so good as Taylor is fouled underneath. He'll be shooting 2. That'll be Antoine's second and the 8th foul overall for Columbus State. So Brian Taylor will shoot the front end of his 2 shots. And he hits the first one, and Williams now up to 4. And he hits the second. 67-62. And now Taylor will take a breather, and coming into the game for Armstrong will be Alex Carter back in the game. So Robinson brings the ball up the court. William Kane defending. Robinson works in front of his own bench. Play to the Portis. Portis turns and shoots off the back of the rim. So the hot hand early has gone cold here late. And Kane brings the ball up the court. Armstrong up 67-62. Ball back in Kane's hand. Kane dumps it inside to Carter. Carter turns, little jump hook, can't hit. In for the rebound is Corey Harris. And Harris hits it to make it 69-62. So a 7-point lead for the Pirates. And we'll have a foul down low on Armstrong or William Kane or the dribble penetration by the Cougars. And that ball will be inbounded underneath the Columbus basket. Ball back to Portis. He usually looks to shoot when he gets it, and sure enough he does. It doesn't fall though. And now Corey Harris will bring the ball off the court, slows it down, gets the ball into Kane. Kane runs the offense, 5:22 left, 69-62. There's a long Galloway. It is falling away from NBA range and puts the lead up by 10, 72-62, 5:20. Armstrong or Atlantic, and we have a block and a timeout here. This team trails 72-62 with 5:16 left. As Jamal Galloway has the hot hand for Armstrong and Atlantic. 20 points, 6 of 12, 50% from three-point range. All his shots have come from the floor, have come from three-point range. 2 from 3 from the foul line. But Galloway left 20, Portis left 20, but Armstrong and Atlantic has the edge with a 10-point lead with 5:16 left. Quickly looking at some team statistics with Armstrong shooting 50% from three-point range, 45.5% from field goal range, with Columbus State only 32% from three-point range and a little over 37% from field goal range. Columbus State will inbounds the ball. Knocked away by William Kane. So Columbus State will inbounds the ball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So Coach Herbert Green's team is going to make a run here. They got about 5 minutes to do it. 10-point lead. And a pivotal game for both teams. And there's a three-pointer by Columbus State, and it's hit by Ransom Antoine, so he hits a quick three, and now we're at 72-65. And we have another timeout on the floor. So Ransom, I believe, now has 14 points. Ransom Antoine, has 14 points, the 6'4" senior from Lafayette, Louisiana, hitting the three to get the lead now to 7. So coming back from the timeout on the court for Armstrong and Atlantic will be Dolly Masamba, William Kane, Jamal Galloway, Alex Carter, and Torrey Harris. Armstrong will inbounds the ball. Carter inbounds with the Kane. Kane getting pressed but dribbles through it. And now let's push up the court by Torrey Harris. Harris gets the ball back to Kane. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 5 minutes to play. Pirates up 72-65. And there's a shot by Torrey Harris. No good. Pulled down by Columbus State. And Robinson will push the ball off the court. Trailing by 7. Robinson gets the ball over to back to Robinson. And now a collision between Torrey Harris and Ransom Antoine, and that's going to be a foul on Harris, and that will be his second. And that will be the 16th foul for Armstrong Atlantic. So Still not shooting free throws for Columbus State. That ball will be inbounded by number 4, Ron Robinson, guarded by Kane. And that's played inside to Armstrong Antoine, and that ball is blocked. And so Kane now brings the ball up the court. Still a 7-point lead, 4:20 remaining. Now the ball's in the hand of David Lopez. Lopez passes it over, and now it's back in the hands of Dolly Masamba. Masamba gets it over to Jamal Galloway. Galloway dribble penetrates, pulls up, stops the dribble, back to Kane. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Kane looking for a pass. Gets the ball to Masamba. Masamba dribble penetrates out to Lopez for 3-point range. Can't hit. Rebound Columbus State. Columbus State looking to cut the lead. Pushes the ball up the court. Robinson with Kane guarding him. Ryan Taylor looking to check in at the scorer's table. And we have a jump ball called. The possession arrow favors Columbus State, and Taylor will go ahead and check into the game. 72-65, 3:42 left here in the game. So Masamba and Kane will come off. Kevin Parker back in. There's a shot by Will Davis, no good. Rebound by Armstrong and Renner. Ball off the court by Kevin Parker. Parker started by Robinson. Robinson's played the majority of the game for the Cougars. And it's skipped over to Lopez. Lopez gets it in the hands of Jamal Galloway. Galloway back to Parker. Parker to Lopez. Trying to get inside to Brian Taylor. Lobs it in. Brian Taylor looks inside. Nice move and a bucket. Nice move there by Brian Taylor on Will Davis to stretch the Armstrong Atlantic lead. Robinson pulls up, can't hit. So early on with a hot hand of Columbus State, over this ball. Nothing really falling here in the last several minutes. And Armstrong Atlantic now has pushed this lead to 9 points, 74-65 with 3:01 remaining in the contest. Portis has the ball. He's dribble penetrates on Galloway. Oh, it's stolen away. Brian Taylor, second balance. Columbus State will get it. And now they'll fall for 3, and they hit it. Here's Ransom Antoine gets a 3-pointer. So 74-68, 2:41 left. Here at Alumni Arena, Savannah, Georgia. An entertaining afternoon of basketball. Close with the women's game as Armstrong Atlantic won that one. Trying to make it a clean sweep here this afternoon if Armstrong here can hang on. Ball played into Taylor. Taylor kicks it out. Slaughter pulls up inside 3-point range. Tries it down and home. No good. Rebound by Lopez and he's fouled. And that will put Lopez on the line. And the score 74-68. 2:17 remaining. That'll be Robinson's first foul of the game. So Lopez will shoot the front end of his 2 shots here to try to extend the Pirate lead. And the first one's off the back of the rim and no good. They'll try to regroup and get another one. Trying to make this a 3-possession game, and he does. 75-68. With just a little over 2 minutes. Robinson brings the ball off the court, looking for a quick basket. Out to Portis, she passes. There's the shot by Columbus State. No good. Rebound Armstrong Atlantic. So need to protect the ball here and not turn it over with 1:58 left. Up 75-68. Works the ball inside, and Brian Taylor is fouled, so that will send him to the line. Carver picks up his third. That's a correction. That is Carver's 4th foul. And the junior first one. And now it's 76-68. Columbus State beat Armstrong 78-65 back in December. They like to get this one to even out that regular season series. Ball brought up by Robinson. He dribbles, penetrates. He goes, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound, Armstrong Atlantic. There's a fight for the ball, and they call a jump ball. And possession arrow will be in favor of the Pirates. So they will inbound from below the basket, and Alex Carter will inbound the ball. He's looking to get the ball in. He plays it over the top. Two on two. Galloway pulls up for a three and hits it. 22 left. Galloway is having some afternoon. And back on the other end, Galloway is going to, no, excuse me, that's Kevin Parker's going to pick up a foul. And that will put Robinson to the line shooting three, as that was a three-pointer. But what an afternoon that Jamal Galloway is having. Refreshing. 7 of 13 from three-point range. All 13 of his attempts have come from three-point range. Point lead, 80-68, 1:15 left. So Armstrong and Atlantic, barring a miracle here in the final minute, 15. Should move to 14-4 on the season. Ball in the hands of Kevin Parker, 1:06 left. Parker gets the ball to Lopez. 10-point lead and the foul on Lopez. So Lopez will go to the free throw line with a 10-point lead with 57.2 seconds remaining. Armstrong Atlantic came into the game at 7-3 in conference, so if they can hold on here with this 10-point lead, they will improve to 8-3 in conference. Lopez makes it interesting, misses both his free throws and quickly push up the court. Robinson off the rim, can't hit. Rebound Armstrong Atlantic. Lopez gets the ball and he's quickly fouled, so he'll have another opportunity to get to the line. 45.6. 80-70, Armstrong Atlantic leading Columbus State. A game where Columbus State got up to an early lead, and Armstrong worked its way back, took the lead into half, had a seesaw battle back and forth early in the second half before Armstrong Atlantic pulled away a little bit later in the second half, and now it stretched the lead out to 10 points. Lopez shoots his first one, and he has now missed his last three from the line. Even though he's missed his last three, he was sure instrumental in the first half, hitting a few threes on the line. Well, down his second one, and now it's an 11-point lead and a timeout on the floor with 45.6 seconds left. Excuse me there, Armstrong up 81-70. So next up for the Pirates will be February 1st matchup at Augusta State. And then they'll be back at home on February 4th versus USC Aiken at 4 o'clock. With the Augusta State matchup, the Pirates will be looking to exact some revenge against the Jaguars, as Augusta State held ASU to a season-low 32% shooting in a 64-58 win. So Armstrong will try to even out their regular season series at Augusta State, as it looks like they're going to do today with Columbus. But there's Portis again hitting another three. And that makes it 81-73. So with 36 seconds left in the game, Fortis now has 23 points. That matches Galloway's 23 points. Antoine Ransom had 17 for Columbus. Robinson has chipped in 16 on the Pirates side of the field. It's been mostly Galloway of his 23. Brian Taylor with 15 and Masamba picking up 9. Lopez with 8. So 81-73. We'll head back down the other way as Fortis picks up his third foul. And that will send Torrey Harris to the line. And Harris has 4 points. He's 2 of 9 from the floor. 0 for 2. Harris takes the first one. Knocks down the second one. He's back with them. Ball pushed up the court by Robinson. Robinson dribbles to his left. Guarded tightly now to Fortis. Fortis will look to shoot. Leans in, hits off the back of the rim. Columbus State gets his own rebound. 22 seconds left. Long three-pointer missed again. This one looks securely now Armstrong Atlantic's hands with a 10-point lead of 17.2 left. And the crowd giving their appreciation to the Pirate effort this afternoon. And a big win here at home in conference against Columbus State. And Torrey Harris will look to add to his 5 points and he misses the second one. Picked up by Robinson, 13 seconds. Ball kicked outside for a three-pointer by Columbus, no good. Tipped in by number 33, Agee, and that will do it as Armstrong Atlanta has defeated Columbus State 84-75 to make it a clean sweep for today, with the women winning the first game and the men winning the second game. So a happy day here in Pirate Land for Armstrong Atlantic State University. Again, our final score from Alumni Arena: Armstrong Atlantic 84, Columbus State 75. We'll be back in action here live on the internet. Next game will be February 4th when USC Aiken takes on Armstrong Atlantic State University.
Chad Jackson here with head coach Jeff Burkhammer. And Jeff, they came out firing, but you were able to weather the early storm. Talk a little bit about the defensive effort towards the end of the first half.
Well, they're a great shooting team. We knew they'd come out bombing. That's how they play. And we didn't do a very good job running back in transition early. They got some good looks early in the game. But we held our composure. We come back. And, it's a game of runs whenever you play Columbus. And we were able to keep our composure, get back in the game. And I thought the second half really executed well offensively. I really credit our bench in the first half for defensively coming in and getting back and picking up and guarding a lot better than we did early in the game. And in the second half, I thought we did a pretty nice job of guarding them.
There in the early part of the second half, it looked like you were able to open up, go inside a little bit more, and that really opened up Galloway on the outside.
Well, we wanted to try to attack down inside. We got one of the best post players in the conference down in there, and we want to throw in the ball. And then Jamal, in the second half, really shot the ball well. He had some great looks early, and it just didn't go down. I told him to keep shooting the basketball because that's what he does. And second half, he made some shots, and Brian made some big plays down inside. We finally finished some plays in the post. Just a great win for us.
Talk about the importance of this win, especially after coming off 2 losses earlier in the week. Do you feel like this is more Pirate basketball?
Well, I think our schedule caught up with us a little bit. The trip to Dahlonega took a lot out of us. We go up there and win a big game on their homecoming, and then have to turn around and play Augusta. And Augusta played great that night. We just didn't shoot the ball very well. Then we didn't give a very good effort at Clayton. I didn't think we played well. And tonight we really challenged guys to come out and play with great enthusiasm, play with great toughness. And I thought we did that for 40 minutes tonight. And we play like that, we're going to have a great year.
Now you get a Monday off, and then you get to go back to Augusta. Talk a little bit about playing them so quickly after playing them on Monday.
Well, I thought they played terrific down here, and we know what kind of team they are. They've won 6 or 7. And, this is a tough stretch for us because Clayton's won 10 of 11. We got Columbus today who won 8 straight, and we got Augusta on Wednesday who won 6 of 7. So every night you got to play. And Augusta's a very good basketball team. We'll have to go on the road and play well.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. Good luck on Wednesday. Chad Jackson for Eric Faulkner saying good evening from Alumni Arena. We'll see you on next Saturday when the Pirates and the Lady Pirates take on USC Aiken. 2 o'clock for the women, 4 o'clock for the men.